Martin, first time I've visited your gym. It's the International Gym and Hope Street Boxing Gym.
That's right, in Ashton under Lyme.
But it's not the first time I've seen you. I didn't realise that, but I've videoed you a few times in the corner of young Ben Lower, who you're hoping to kick over.
Yeah, Ben's been with me for about 13, 14 years. Most of the lads that are in the gym at the moment have been with me quite a long time. We're just a friendly family, I suppose.
Well, I know I was asking you before how many amateur boxing. You said it's only about 6.
I've only got about 6 or 7 at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not. Boxing's an hobby for me. You know, I want to enjoy it. I don't want it to be a chore.
It's not going to be a hobby for much longer because you've got 3 kids already to kick over sometime this year.
I suppose it's a progression. I've got a bit more time now than what I used to have.
Was that perfect timing then for you, for Luke coming here then?
Yeah.
Was that another little thing for you to say, well why not start bringing my own fighters through?
Yeah, I mean, I bought the gym in Ashton about 3 years ago, and you know, we're building up the gym. So yeah, I suppose the timing's quite good.
But the boxing side of it is only a small part of this gym. I've just been in, there's 2 sides to this place, so you've got, you know, it's prolifically a weightlifting place.
Yeah, most of the people in here are weightlifters, bodybuilders. We used to have the bottom 2 rooms. I rented the 2 rooms at the bottom before I actually bought the gym. So we just moved a lot of their equipment out, put the ring in. So
were you a bodybuilder as well after boxing? Did you do?
I did a couple of shows, just more so the competitive side of me. You know, I don't want to get too old. I want to still be competitive. You know what I mean? So I do little bits now and then, little competitions.
Yeah. Because you're roughly around my, were you 52, did you say?
Yeah, 52.
So, what was it, 1990 was it when you boxed?
Yeah, 1991.
30 years ago,
yeah, it's flown. I've been in boxing since I was probably, in and around boxing for probably 45, 48 years.
So where did you train then down in Birmingham?
I was at Wolverhampton, ABC. My dad was a coach there.
Right.
So I was training
in your family blood?
Yeah. I mean, I was in the gym. I was probably about 5 years old. Do you know what I mean? Colouring in colours and drawing on walls, and then doing a bit of punch bag, and then eventually ended up boxing.
Well, I was watching you talk a lot with the fighters, don't you? You explain a lot with them. Now, Luke's just arrived to you. He's only been here, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks now.
And obviously he's got a huge competition that he's going into, the Contender VIP, that's going to take place on the 4th of April.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you think that's going to work then? How are you going to, because he's a very skillful fighter anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I mean, you're not going to make massive changes in 8 weeks. You know, you're just going to work with what he's got. I mean, the coaches...
He's got quite a lot though, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, the coaches have done a great job with him over the years. You know, from his amateur days to his pro days. You know, he's fine-tuning, he's going to mature. You know, he's going to definitely be punching harder.
Do you believe that's where you can help there? Because nutritional side, that's something that you work a lot with, isn't it?
Yeah, we work a lot.
Because of the bodybuilding.
Yeah. There's a guy in the gym called Luke Perry. We work with each other on nutrition. You know, the strength and the conditioning is what all boxers should be doing nowadays. But I still only believe it's 1 or 2% on their game. You know.
The good thing about that though is in-house, where sometimes when strength and conditioning can be took out, they can work off a different page than the boxing coach, and suddenly you can get a fighter who then it becomes to struggle to make the weight because he's put on too much muscle.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Luke is a personal trainer in the gym, and we discuss the diets, nutrition. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody needs different nutrients, different micronutrients to bring the best out of themselves. And that's where being their coach and having Luke working alongside me and Tony, who's the other coach in the gym. You know, we've got a great team.
So exciting going forward, because before the end of the year you could have 3 professionals. Yeah,
I mean, they're all good lads. I mean, Connor's been with me since he was 10 years old. He's 22, 23 next week. Ben's been with me for the same sort of time, 13, 14 years. Luke's the newcomer, new kid on the block.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure we can improve things, you know.
But it's fair to say, both the newcomers, for me anyway, Ian Benlow, who you've had, like I say, from the beginning, and Colin Jackson, they're excited.
Yeah,
they definitely, you know, you look at them and you go, he'd make a great pro.
Yeah, I think both of them will make exciting boxers, you know. Connor's a whirlwind, do you know what I mean? He's non-stop, the kid's super fit, do you know what I mean? I wish he would eat a little bit better, do you know what I mean? Put the pizzas down, but, you know, when it's time to put a show on, he'll put a show on.
Yeah, no, like I say, I was watching him, you told me to watch out for him, and I always judge it by when I'm behind the camera, do a little smile come across my face, and watching him I did, and also with Luke's always made me smile because he's got great footwork and great movement in
Fantastic movement. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm just trying to move him a little bit different than he has been moving, just to stay in that range, get the shots off, get that second phase in, you know what I mean, stepping round instead of stepping back, you know, little things that, you know, he wants to learn, and the difference is having someone who wants to learn is a damn sight easier than just trying to drum it into someone's head.
And how do you find it now then, now going into the pro game? Obviously you've got to find sparring for these kids, going to different gyms.
Yeah.
Have you got some good connections in
Yeah, I've been ringing around this weekend. Luke, you know, we've got to be pushing for lads higher in the rankings to spar with. Do you know what I mean? We don't want to be. We want that quality sparring. We want to learn the sparring. We want to be making mistakes to learn from the mistakes in the gym. We'd rather make the mistakes in the gym, you know, than in the ring. You know, that's the important. Is the stage. You know, that's where we've got to get it all right. We can have a bad day sparring, but you can't have a bad day fight night.
No.
You know, you've got to be on top of your game come the fight night.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for this place. Like I say, first time I've been down here. Great facilities. Like I say, 3 great lads, all ready for, well, one of them's already 10-0. That must be nice for you anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it was a surprise that he came into the gym.
It's going to benefit the other 2 kids though, isn't it? Because he's already been there and done that.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, they'll feed from him. You know, you've got good lads in the gym and they'll feed off each other. You know, they'll learn from each other. They'll definitely learn from Luke's ability.
You know, it might become more than a hobby, you know.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
It's very addictive, isn't it? And,
well, I've always been in boxing, you know. I take a step back from time to time, just, you know, ease the lads down and then I'll push them again. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's something I've always been involved in, it's something I've always loved. So.
And in the Northwest, perhaps if you didn't do this, you might be kicking yourself in a few years' time because it's booming, isn't it?
Oh, mate, boxing, especially round about Luke's weight, you know, super lightweight, what they call it, and welter. Well, you know, there's so many Manchester lads, some great like quality.
Every weight division now, you know, we're not just, you know, Northwest is dominating boxing across the country,
massive,
but also across the world as well.
And to be honest with you, some of these amateur coaches that now are training the pros, they've such good pedigree, such great technical abilities, you know what I mean?
Do you feel that's going to change? Do you feel that's going to benefit you because you know your 2 kids really well? It's happened a few times with Kane Gardner, who was discussing before, Jack Cullen. They've both turned over with their amateur coaches. Do you feel the reason why they're moving as quickly as they are is because of that reason? Because their coaches know them and they know how far and how quickly they can push?
100%. I mean, you know how the body ticks. You know, you know their lifestyle. You know what drives them. And getting to know a person, that working relationship so much easier.
Yeah.
You know, I'll get to know Luke. Luke only lives 300 yards from me. I never even knew that. You know, so, you know, we'll be out up on the moors every Sunday morning. I'm sure he'll like me in time to come, but, you know, maybe it'll all be benefiting in the long run.
Right, well, that's what we're going to find out soon. So, April 1st is your first time in the professional corner.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a professional licence for about 13, 14 years, but I just keep renewing it. You never know when the time comes, like now, that, you know, for £90 for whatever the fee is, you know.
So everything's aligned now, and it's all set for
that's it.
Full speed ahead?
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Alright, well listen, Martin, it's been a pleasure being down here today. As I say, I'm sure you've got an exciting future with these 3, and I'm looking forward to following especially the 2 new kids' journeys, and Luke in the Contender VIP.
Yeah, magic. Thank you very much.
Take care, mate.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.